Hey everyone, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a review for Lapvona by Otesha Moshfegh. What a book. So this was my hot girl summer book with Evie and Matt, and what an experience this was. So this is set in the titular town of Lapvona, and it is very much a fable type story. There's allegory. We follow two characters, Jude and Marek. Jude is Marek's father when the book opens, and they are sheep farmers in this very medieval Eastern European inspired village. We also have Ina, who is the village wise woman. She's a wet nurse, medicine woman, everything you can think of. And then we have, in the manor, Willem and his son, Jacob, and their servant, Lisbeth. So all of these characters intertwine at some point, and I really don't want to say too much more because I think part of the experience of this book is exploring those relationships and seeing where the story goes. I went into this not really knowing anything, and I think that helped to enhance the experience. This book was one of the most disgusting, grotesque books I have ever read in my entire life. But it was purposeful, and I really, even though I did not enjoy it, I really appreciate what she was doing, using these disgusting, horrible things to explore faith and organized religion and human depravity in this village and through the characters and their actions. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was so much. So this book is set up spring, fall, winter, and then spring again, so we see everything throughout a year. There's a huge, horrible drought that happens, and that really escalates the depravity of these humans. But I think, even though I didn't enjoy... This is a really hard book to review because I don't think I'm ever going to reread it again, because frankly it nauseated me. It was disgusting, and there's one scene with a grape that's never going to leave my mind. It's just going to haunt me forever. But I like the way she used the grotesqueness to explore these problematic elements in this village of organized religion and the corruption and the difference of class, or the gigantic difference in class of the villagers versus Willem in his manor. I was sending a message to Evie and Matt, and I said, I think I'm not even going to rate this, because one day I just woke up and chose violence and decided that I'm just not going to really give books a star rating anymore. When I initially sent that, I was very middle of the road. Like, if I was forced to give a rating, I said I would give it a 3. But the longer I'm away from it, and the more I think about it, because it will not leave my mind, the more layers I kind of peel back, and the more I really appreciate what she did. I enjoyed her writing style, and I really enjoyed how the way she wrote really set the atmosphere of telling this fairy tale, this fable, and it was simple but deceptively simple, if that makes sense, because there are so many layers. But it was a really hard read content-wise. It was a good book, but it's a hard book, and it's a gross book. And so as not to spoil anything, I will just say all the content warnings. If you have specific triggers you'd like to know about, please ask me. I will let you know. But it was disturbing and haunting and kind of brilliant, and it's gonna stay with me whether I like it or not. But I don't know, the more I think about it, the more I get out of it. And how there's one character, he's kind of referred to as a lamb, and he just feels very much like a Christ figure, which definitely fits in with the exploration of religion and salvation and organized religion. So it's just very, very rich in its content, which I think was her intention. So even though this wasn't a very deep review, and I apologize for that, I really think that this is one of those books that you just have to go into not really knowing that much, but expect it to be brutal and raw and grotesque. But I think it's a rewarding book because it really just gets you thinking, and it provides great content for discussion and just really explores humanity as a whole. I'm sorry this wasn't super coherent, but this is kind of like an exorcism of this book. Like, I need to get it out of my system and move on, because it's not going away. It's just not. So if this premise intrigues you, definitely pick it up. Keep in mind, every single content warning you can think of is probably in here. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I will be happy to answer. But yes, have you read this? If so, let me know. What did you think about it? I feel like this is a very polarizing book where people either really hate it or they really love it. I haven't really read a lot of middle of the road opinions. If you'd like to leave an emoji, leave a sheep emoji down below. As always, if you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.